Hello everybody and welcome back to another One Piece character guide video. My name is Silvokiji and this is the Zone Game and Go. Now, if you do not know what the character guide videos are, it's when we showcase the character's moveset as well as talk about tactics and strategies related to that character so you may bring that character to high level play. Now, remember too that this is just a basic overview. This is not any complicated stuff the character may or may not have. I can talk about the passives, but if there's something I do not know, I do not know. I apologize. Now, I will be saying that the reason I'm doing Zoro, because this was actually asked by one of the subscribers, the same subscriber that asked about the Lucci video, and this was also something that another subscriber was talking about in the 008, which is something I gotta apologize for, guys. I apologize for the fact that the audio in that tournament video was low. It really kind of, I guess, ticked me off a little bit when I saw at the end of the video that it was lowered down. And that problem has been addressed and that problem has been fixed, and I took precautions so that that will not happen again. The last two 00 series or videos have messed up because of audio problems, and I just went ahead and said, you know what, let me just go ahead and buy a new microphone. So here I am now. So this is how it's going to be. So Zoro's 2,500 points. He is a power type character. His name is Zoro, first mate of the Straw Pirates. He is a swordsman and he has haki. And the reason I want to mention about swordsmen is that swordsmen are weapon characters in general in this game have a certain finesse about them. They have a certain distance they cover. They don't really go forward that much. They have a good space that they control. And Zoro has that space. I mean, he's not as good as Whitebeard, but you know, it makes up for that, the fact that he's kind of quicker. Now, in terms of like speed-wise, Zoro is actually the, you know, I want to say he is the fastest speed character in this game. The only people that kind of may or may not surpass him is Kid. Yeah, just Kid. Yeah, pretty much just Kid. In terms of jumping, and you also got to worry about his frame too. Like, he doesn't have the weaknesses of Kid. Now, unlike other power characters in this game, Zoro is not a big single damage hitter. He mainly actually does like 2 hits, 3 hits. He's kind of like an in-betweener in terms of power. It's really difficult to I guess you can say he's power only because of certain moves he has, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But let's just go ahead and no passives by the way. This character has no passives. He has no hidden passives. Let's just talk about his basic combo here, which is going to be 7 hits. Or 6 hits. Oh yeah, 7 hits. Ending in the 1,080 pound Phoenix. Now look at this basic combo first. So as you can see, the first 3 hits are actually just regular strikes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, but when you get to that, after you get to that 3rd hit, the 4th hit is actually 2 hits, and the last hit is actually 2 hits. Now, reason that this actually matters, because you got to think about Logi. Okay, Logi guard isn't based on the damage; it's based on the amount of hits. So Zoro's basic combo actually takes a lot of Logi, despite looking like it's only 5 hits, but it's actually 7 hits. That's just a good, you know, tool to know in the future when you're playing this character. It's not really a big deal, but it's something you got to hang up. Characters with more hits in their move will deal more Logi damage than characters that are not. Okay, now let's look at this range attack. Range attack, simple downwards motion stagger. Now, something about this range attack is that it cannot be comboed in with any of his moves. I'm sorry, with any of his basic moves. So what you usually have to use this move for is supposed to be like a mix-up option. When you're doing this move and you clearly are going to miss because they're going to block it, you're bringing another character in to do some more damage, do a combo, maybe bring in a character that has an unblockable and just use it off the bat, stuff like that. Basically, it's used for a switching tool. Okay, his jumping unique, or no, his jumping attack, just a regular sword strike, makes him come down a little bit faster, but he hits below, so he's not going to miss if the character's too short. And then his jumping unique is a downward swing. And look at the downward swing for his jumping unique and how it actually makes Zoro come down quicker. This move causes a heavy stagger, which can then be comboed. It's also a mix-up, like a cross-up combo. So we talked about cross-ups in the art of jumping, and this is basically one that I've never actually seen that's done so quickly before. But yeah, it's a little cross-up move. It's a cross-up, if you don't know what it is in a fighting game, is when you have to figure out when you're going to block. So the thing about One Piece Fire and Blood is that you have to, when you your character doesn't automatically turn around, so you have to actually fix your block. Like in this situation, the other Luffy player will have to determine if I'm going to press the unique button here or press it late. And right now I pressed it here. So what we'll have to do is that he'll have to unblock and then reblock behind him. If you do not unblock and reblock behind you, you can hit in the back. So in a different case, I can hit him in the back. It's one of those things you have to determine. It's a very, I wouldn't say 50-50, but it's just something you have to actually make up, or your opponent's going to have to guess what direction you're going to go in. Okay, let's mosey down here to his guard break. Okay, his guard break is the single strike hit. It's like a little delayed charge. It's pretty bad, but it actually puts the person in a kneel state. Now, when you actually switch out doing this, he'll literally leave as soon as he gets done instead of having that long delay. So you can bring in another character to actually do something afterwards. That's where this move actually comes in. Don't you ever do this guard break when you're the only character alive. Just saying. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but I recommend you don't. Okay? His heavy guard break is kind of like a command grab. So you get stuck in his aura, you'll get scared, freaked out, and he'll do the single strike on you and knock you down. Just good damage for how much his heavy guard break does. Now, the thing about this heavy guard break is that the initial hit like this doesn't do any damage, as most command grabs don't. So if the person manages to hit out of it, then they're going to take no damage from this heavy guard break, not even just a little bit. His regular unique move is on Purgatory Onigiri. So it's like a classic move that Zoro has in like every single game. It is a knockback, severe knockback, and this is his only unique chain option. Now his down unique is a uppercut, a sword uppercut, a move that no one ever uses, which makes sense since it has like hardly any conversion tools except the actual basic combo. Now special attack times. First special attack is 1080 pound Phoenix. This is one of his range moves. This move is incredibly fast. It doesn't do that much damage, but it's a good range option though. His special unique is Triple Sword Succession 3000 Worlds, or we should simply call it 3000 Worlds, since why would we want to say all those words? It is the strongest special move in the game. It beats Flame Fist. It is the strongest special move in this game. It is also one of the hardest special moves to actually hit in this game, for it is easily blockable. It cannot be comboed. If you try to use it in a combo, you will make the person drop. For instance, attack. No, wait, wrong move. Attack, attack, attack. There we go. And they'll drop before they even actually get to the last hit, because this whole entire thing is like one big freaking combo itself in its own right. Okay, his third special move is Black Rope Dragon Twister. This is actually the move you're going to be doing the most here. This move creates like a twister similar to Crocodile Sables, and the opponent, when they get hit by it, they will fly. So let me just go ahead and make them fly in the air. It's an amazing move, does good damage, and it's a good tool for when the person actually gets knocked on the ground. If instead of them trying to get the delayed wake up, you can just do Black Rope Dragon Twister, and you can kind of control the momentum of the match. Okay, so when he has his ability activated, he has Haki. So while he's Haki imbued, help with special attacks will of course gain Haki, which most things do. So, need to mention here, when characters activate Haki, you have to remember in Haki that only the extension of what they're holding can become Haki. So for Zoro's case, look at his swords here. It's not his swords, right? No, you have to do a special. You have to do a special when he does it. Okay, look at his swords when I do my specials. So look right now, you see that kind of like, I guess, grayish, but look at them now. They'll be black, and the move itself is Haki imbued. Now, it does a knockback now. It does way more damage now, and that's good. You cannot do that in a combo, by the way. So if you try to do your basic combo, no, you cannot imbue it with Haki in midway. You'll have to literally go into it and interrupt into the combo. Not really sure which one you have to interrupt it in. That one? I don't know which one. I'm not going to try. I don't play Zoro. Okay, so his triple succession, 3000 Worlds, of course, just like every other move you get when you activate your ability will get stronger, but look at the damage output. Gee, 50%, like, come on. And then you got Black Rope Dragon Twister, also be slightly enhanced. You can see the black twisters, and of course it is stronger. Now his special movement is like a get ready. He'll spread his swords out, and then he'll begin to walk forward. The swords, of course, does damage, and he can do this for as long as he has bar. He can press the square button to actually cancel out of it into a running attack. Now, of course, if you release the X button, you'll stop the advancement. There is a combo you can do after this that actually does a link, but it's like known as really inconsistent. Because what you have to do is that it's a really tight, it's an extremely tight hitbox to actually hit it. I'm probably not going to hit it in this session. I hit it in the previous video that I was doing with him, but this is probably not going to hit it. I will say don't usually go for it if you don't have to. Okay, so now for his awakening status. So right now we're learning a little bit about Zoro. We're just seeing his damage output. It's pretty out there. It's higher than most, you know, for singles anyway. Okay, so his ultimate, it's pretty nice here. He has one of the easiest connections in the game, like Mihawk and Soba. Kind of like a rush move. Infinite World Stance, or this, what's this, Taurus Stance, whatever. Pretty decent, right? Okay, so check something out real quick. When he does 3,000 worlds into his ultimate, let's go ahead and do this. So you already know how much damage this move does, but when you actually add Burning or the Awakening damage boost to it, it's insane. And this is basically a one-hit kill. If you hit somebody in your Awakening with 3,000 worlds, and you ult them afterwards, they're gonna die. But please don't just throw these out here. It's super punishable. Look how much lag time I have after I get done using the move. Now, in another case, you can also use the heavy guard break variant to also do this as well. You can do that as also a confirm. There's a lot of different ways to confirm this ultimate, but these are just the two, I guess, most damaging ways, despite them only being two hits. This is how I kept killing Rohawk over and over again. Now, if you have +1, that will actually kill. Is it +1? Yeah, I think +1 will kill. So, tactics about Zoro. Now, Zoro is not a big single damaging character. Despite having 3,000 worlds and his heavy guard break, I mean, of course, he has, you know, high damage output moves, but in order for him to actually do his moves, you have to actually utilize his whole kit of what he can actually do. You're going to have to know that your combos are technically not going to be combos. You're just going to be mixing things. You're just going to be doing stuff. Like, you're going to be doing moves that are not actually combos, and just, you'll be okay with it. Like all this, I'm just doing stuff. And that's how Zoro is, just bits and bits and bits. He's not a combo-oriented character, per se. I mean, he has combos, but when you're going to be playing as him, you're not going to be playing with him like Kid, where all Kid has to do is get level 2 arm and just blow you up with his cannons. Or have someone like Burgies, or all he has to do is grab you 3 times and 4 times you're dead. You're going to be just throwing out stuff. You're going to be throwing out tornado. You're going to be doing 3,000 worlds for no reason. Don't do that. It's just, that's what you're really going to be doing with this character. Like, I'm not saying he's bad or anything. I do know why he's not used in high-level plays because of that feature. But he has a lot of catch-up moves with his range attack and his level guard break, including his special movement. He does very well at actually delaying people as well, so that's good. Now, he can possibly set up other characters and everything, so let me see if I can do this with Nami here. Okay, we do this. I can set up the Nami. I'm good. It's not going to work, but you know, whatever. Oh, cool, it didn't work. So just have fun when you play as this character. Just have fun with him. I can't really tell you anything else about this character. I mean, he does have a... his heavy guard break does work on aerial. So if a person actually falls in him while he has heavy guard break, it activates. It's weird, but it actually catches people. Like, if you're in this aura at all, like falling down otherwise, or just like walking in it, running in it, special movement in it, you will get caught and you will get damaged. So guys, that's pretty much it for Zoro. Don't really have many tactics and strategies to share with you for this character, but I do hope you enjoyed it. I might be trying, like I said, I'll try to do Zoro Shura next time, and hopefully we can talk about Zoro Shura a lot more, because I know a little bit more about Zoro Shura than I know about Zoro, since no one really plays as this character. So, have a nice night, and see you next time for some more One Piece Burning Blood.